Welcome to the Bozone.
Oh, I didn't prepare for this. Wait, hold on. 1 second. There's a very good quote that I had ready for this, but I forgot about it.
I'm waiting.
Can we restart? Do the welcome to the Bozone again.
Okay, don't stop recording. I'll just... Welcome to the Bozone.
Wait. I can't even get these words.
You want to try again?
Okay. No.
No, we'll try again.
Skibbity.
Once more from the top. Cut. Don't actually cut. Hold on. No, we gotta do it right.
Okay.
Welcome to the Bozone.
Skibbity hawk to a fellow giga chance, mugging hard or hardly rising.
You know, I only have one thing to say.
Cringe.
The soundboard is back. I fixed it.
Let's go.
It has been literally a year, and I fixed it finally.
Hey, and it's been a full 2 days since I've wanted to use that as an intro.
It's horrible, and I hate it. Anyway.
Next video it will be better.
You know what else I
Tristan,
hate?
and we have the other
right.
Zek.
I forgot we need to, introduce ourselves. No, wait, I'm Zek, and he's Tristan. I do funny voices on our Baldur's Gate videos. Tristan invented gooning, alright? And this is our podcast. So, episode 27. Anyway, Tristan, we know you invented gooning. I do not need a live demonstration. Whoa. He's reaching speeds I've never thought imaginable with human hands.
I don't know if that will even... It looks like it will show up on the recording.
Oh, it will, trust me. Why do you think I make us clap to sync our audio?
Nice. Now the whole audience will just hear my balls clapping against my thighs.
So... I'm already calling the title of the video the worst video we have ever made.
What an intro.
And then I'm gonna just put in brackets 18 plus.
Oh.
Anyway, you know what else I hate?
Tell me.
Electronic Arts. EA. I hate EA. I don't like EA. They have ruined Plants vs. Zombies, Star Wars. What else have they ruined? Battlefield. EA ruins everything.
They haven't... Oh, actually they have ruined Spore with the, Spore Galactic thing that they did.
I don't even know what that is.
Have you never seen Spore?
I know what Spore is. I don't know what Spore Galactic is.
They released I don't know if it's called Spore Galactic, but it's called Spore something. But it's I want to call it Space World of Warcraft, but just worse.
That's awful.
Player.
They have also ruined the Dragon Age.
Spore Galactic Adventures.
Yeah, I've actually not heard of that.
How does it have such a good review rating? What?
Wouldn't
People
know.
have to be crazy. That game sucked.
Anyway, EA was signed up to make a video game about Black Panther, one of the coolest superheroes in Marvel, right? And they had Cliffhanger Studios make the Black Panther game, which is cool, you know. Cliffhanger Studios, they made very nice old, well, I wouldn't say old, but I would say classic video games. Like, I believe they made Shadowrun Chronicles, which was pretty cool, and I don't really know what else they make.
What's the studio's name?
Cliffhanger Studios.
It's quickly gonna go through a list of their games.
Oh, they've made like 2. And then something called Jagged Alliance Rage, which I don't know what that is. Okay. So they've made Shadowrun, which I do know. Which I do like actually as well. Anyway, so they were set up to make the Black Panther game, which sounded really cool. Black Panther, awesome. I could already see the incredible movement mechanics and the cool things you could like implement using the Vibranium IP. Anyway, they cancelled it and they shut down Cliffhanger Studios, so we're not getting any of that. They said they want to focus their energy on more expansive market opportunities, which means they're gonna make a new FIFA game. So we're not getting a Black Panther game. And yes, I am butthurt about it, because what was it, last year now? PlayStation Studios cancelled their Spider-Man 2 DLCs, which is something I actually really looked forward to, is playing those Spider-Man 2 DLCs, and they just said, no, someone leaked what we were going to do, so we decided, no, we're not gonna do it. Because they're a bunch of little babies. I don't care that someone leaked what you were gonna do. Just do it anyway. I was looking forward to playing Spider-Man.
I think the leaking would have actually helped it because it builds up the hype.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa!
Some smart leaking will always build up the hype behind a game, but that's gotta be done smart, you know? And that,
like, after it's been leaked, it should actually be done.
yeah, not making the thing definitely does not count as smart leaking. Yeah, I'm a big nerd, as you know. I am something of a geek, and I enjoy superhero games. I think when it's done good, it's done really good. So I really liked the Spider-Man games, and I'm looking really forward to the Wolverine game, and I was looking forward to the Black Panther game.
Wait, is this the Black Panther game where there's like, they had like clips of Black Panther and Captain America?
I'm not sure.
Dude, I know there's like some Black Panther and Captain America game.
That might as well be clips from Marvel's Avengers. I'm not sure.
They're like back in like the 1940s or something. It's Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra.
No, that's something else, which I also really look forward to.
Yeah, I thought it's that game that got cancelled, and I was like, man, that game looked kind of fun.
Yeah, no, it's a different game. Anyway, and yeah, I like superhero games. I think it's cool being a superhero. And yeah, we're just not getting it because EA, which is my second most hated.
What superhero game we need? A Superman game. I don't remember when last I saw a Superman game.
I don't remember when last I saw a good Superman game.
Man, I had this one game on the Xbox 360, or maybe it was the original Xbox, I don't remember. There was like a Superman game, I think it might have just been called Superman. And it was so cool, like you could fly and then like freeze over a river and pick it up and then chuck it at whatever you're fighting, and it was such a cool, fun game. I don't remember the plot to it or anything, I just remember I was like going around freezing stuff or laser beaming stuff, and it was just so cool.
That does sound cool and fun.
It was open world.
But yeah, actually, ever since DC's big Suicide Squad flop, I doubt we're gonna see anything like that for a second. Which sucks, because Rocksteady was one of my favorite companies. I played the absolute shit out of the Batman Arkham series, and I have multiple playthroughs on each game. It's one of my favorite franchises ever, and to see them drop a massive bomb and release Suicide Squad, I didn't even buy it. I didn't even get that far.
Yeah, no, I was never hyped for the game, and I still don't know what it's about or what happened to it.
But this is a segue into my pitch for Marvel. Now listen closely, Disney, because you're gonna want to hire me for this. I have an idea for a Marvel superhero game that will revolutionize video gaming.
I am listening.
A Daredevil game. So, it's the first game you can play without a monitor. It will all be sound cue based, and smell-o-vision based, and vibration based, okay? So, you will not need a monitor for this game. Unplug it, throw it away. It's trash. Monitors come from the 20th century. We don't need them anymore. Go buy yourself a ridiculously expensive headset and one of those smell-o-vision things, and put like one subwoofer under your chair for the vibration, right? Get your controller too. This is made for controller. The entire game will have you listen to audio cues and vibrations and smells, and you have to, as Daredevil, fight bad guys through Hell's Kitchen, relying only on the senses that Daredevil has.
That is awful. I hate it. No.
Every physical purchase of the game will come with a blindfold.
Oh, that is awful. You just... No. I think you've just come up with the worst idea for a game ever.
What do you mean just come up with? I've been working on this for 2 years.
I mean, I'm sure... you know what would actually be good with that? That could be the streamer game. Because, let's say, you... Okay, so the guy who plays it, the streamer, right? They can't see anything, their screen is black, but what's being streamed to the audience is their gameplay, so they can actually see the screen, and then they have to sit there and try and figure out how to play it by just all of the other senses, and then the audience can like laugh at them or do whatever they want to do. I think you've come up with the #1 streamer game.
I agree. Disney, I await your email. I'm asking $500 million for this idea, and I want 5% of every sale, but I want the game to be free. Okay? You can email me at legitbozone@gmail.com.
Wait, if the game is free, how are you making money?
Define making money.
What's the micro, like, what microtransactions can you have in a game like that?
Great, you can get skins for Daredevil, but you can't see any of them.
That's what I'm asking. You can't put microtransactions in there.
You can. I'm dead. You can unlock the She-Hulk sex scene through microtransactions, but there's no visuals. All I'm gonna do for that one is record a warthog and then have it play over the headset, because that's what I imagine a She-Hulk sex scene would sound like.
Oh, and you know what could the microtransactions need to give you, like, different style of vibrations and different sounds and stuff, like, instead of enemies screaming, you get like a little fart sound or something. I don't know. It's a horrible idea, but I love it.
I disagree, but you know, that's just your opinion, man. Let's.
If you get a $500 million contract, I'm all for it.
100% of proceeds will be going to Bozone things. We're gonna buy.
Yeah.
The Bozone will buy a building. We will buy a building and make that Bozone HQ.
And we shall fill it up with 2 people.
Yeah.
Me and you.
Anyway, let's talk about something wicked. The Elden Ring movie has been officially confirmed.
Yeah.
No, don't near me. Don't do that.
How are they gonna make a movie out of that game?
I don't know, but it's going to be produced by A24, and I believe adapted and directed by Alex Garland. Now, I don't know how they are going to make one. I'm gonna like put it blatantly out there. It might genuinely suck balls. There is a large chance of it sucking. However, if they make the Tarnished completely mute and not say anything, and the only dialogue is when the Tarnished communicates with other NPCs, it will be not only true to Elden Ring, but I believe it will keep that mystery of the Tarnished and who he is.
You see, there is not gonna be a Tarnished. That is my fault.
Oh.
Gonna be a Tarnished. The thing is, they're gonna take Elden Ring, right? And the movie is gonna be like some past events, maybe when, I don't know when, what's her name? Queen Marika was like still in power, or is she still in power? Man, the lore in the game is so confusing, but it's gonna be in the past before the, what's it called? The Shattering or whatever. I have a feeling that's gonna be the case.
I'm so in for that. I think actually that is a really good movie idea. Now,
but
I'm somehow more excited.
I see how they're gonna make it like just not good. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't have any hopes for gaming movies, because what good gaming movies have there been?
The Minecraft movie, Chicken Jockey.
That's not good.
Yeah, it's not good.
A good. It's a silly movie. It's fun to watch. It's not good.
You've made Sonic. I personally really like the Sonic movies.
I haven't watched them yet. I know a lot of people have said they're good, but I haven't watched them yet. I just don't have that type of autism.
And this is a controversial one, but Warcraft.
Well, to me that's not controversial. I love the Warcraft movie, but I know it has so low ratings.
I understand the critique against the Warcraft movie, and I agree with most of it. However, that movie was fucking sick. I don't
was
care
so
that the
cool.
story is super choppy and it has no pace. I don't care that the writing is boring and cliche. That movie is sick.
I didn't care about the story. It was just so cool seeing the orcs and the
Yeah.
humans and seeing all of those creatures fight. Seeing
Yeah.
the world or the Warcraft world. That is a tongue twister because I'm so used to saying World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
Seeing the World of Warcraft being brought into live action and just seeing all of that, everything happening. And I mean, I know they said the writing is weird and everything, but from what I know of the Warcraft lore, it's pretty accurate. Like, that is the Warcraft lore. Like, should they have just gone and completely changed it? I don't know. Like, is that one of the instances where they should have made their own story?
It's more that I think the Warcraft lore is so expansive that they tried to condense like an entire war, the entire like first orc invasion into one movie, and they should have rather like played it out a little bit more. But I personally am sad that we never got more of it.
Yeah, I was.
Because
that movie was so hyped for me.
Despite everything else, every time I watch that movie and I start hearing that soundtrack, dun 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 dun, I lose my shit. I get shivers. I love that movie, but it isn't great.
Yeah, it's. I'm gonna say the Warcraft movie. I know it failed. Like, a lot of people don't like it. I'm gonna say that's one of my most favorite gaming movies. I'm struggling to find something else. I guess the Mario movie, but it wasn't good. It was just...
I disagree. I think the Mario movie was very good.
I thought it was silly, and they just had a lot of like big actors in there, so it made it more appealing.
I'm gonna have to fully disagree. Actually, it was silly, but I think the Mario movie was well written, well paced. The music was incredible, and I loved the twist they took upon it to make it not just a Mario movie and instead give us some more insight as to what happens in Mario and some random lore that probably isn't canon, but I personally quite enjoyed it. And that was the last time I remembered watching Jack Black and respecting him. So no offense, still love you, Jack Black.
I love Jack Black, man. I don't care that he's a sellout for the Minecraft movie. He's having fun with it. He looks like he's just like, he's raking in the money and he's having fun. I'm happy for him. I'm so happy for him. Like, I don't know. But I think my biggest qualm with the Mario movie is the guy they chose for Donkey Kong's voice actor. What's his name again? The guy. I don't know.
That's Seth Rogen.
Stupid ass. Yes. I can't do his stupid ass laugh. I hate that guy so much.
Yeah, see, this is a Bozone opinion. I'm also not a fan of Seth Rogen at all.
Oh man,
you know what I think of Seth Rogen?
Tell me.
Cringe.
Oh man.
And then finally the Mortal Kombat movies. Once again, same problem with Warcraft. They're shitty writing, no pacing, honestly just nonsense story. But fun fact, I used to be you know this, but for the viewers, I used to be a competitive Mortal Kombat player for a few years. I played in tournaments and whatever. I really enjoy that game. I still enjoy that game just to play it. And watching the Mortal Kombat movies and just like geeking out over my favorite combatants, that's just fun to me. I don't care that it's trash, I just like the franchise.
I never watched a Mortal Kombat movie, except the newish one, but I can't remember much from it. That means it didn't have a big impact on me. So I can't speak on that. I'm sure you would have loved it, but I do want to mention, I used to think I was decent at Mortal Kombat, because like I would play at home, like when I had friends over, we would all sit on the couch and play it together on the Xbox. Like me and my family, we would play and do that thing like the loser sits out.
Yeah.
You pass the controller around, and I was decent at it, like I normally win a lot. And then I played one round against you, and that made me never want to play Mortal Kombat again. We started and you just immediately threw me into the air, kept me in the air, and finished me off by impaling me with a spear or some shit while I was in the air. Or maybe it was the hat guy with the like saw hat guy.
No, that wouldn't have been him. I don't play that character.
I think it was a spear or something, like literally that whole round I was just in the air from the moment the round started, and I was just like, fuck this game. I'm not playing it again. Like, holy shit. No, I mean, like, I never really played it in like such a competitive way, like playing against your friends at home. It's like you're always just trying to like what's it called, like just do cool moves and stuff on each other, and
Yeah.
I don't know, like you just spam up, down, left, BA, just to pull a rock out of the air or some shit, and then Zek comes here, throws you in the air, just keeps you in the air, and then you die. that is like,
No,
I'm so disheartened.
Way long ago, we used to do that at like the big family Christmas gathering. And me and my cousins and my brothers and whatnot, we'd gather around the PlayStation and play like a King of the Hill Mortal Kombat. And they had to ban that eventually. Our parents had to ban Mortal Kombat on Christmas.
Oh, yeah, no, the fights that broke out about that game are so funny, and here's a funny story as well. So the guy who voiced Munin on our D&D podcast thing, that may someday continue, maybe this winter for me, I will pick back up on that.
Yeah, the D&D podcast is a seasonal commodity.
Yes, so watch out for that. But he was one of my friends playing with me, and he used to just, I remember the spinny hat guy, not because I don't remember his name, but because he always chose that guy, because I think if you just press B, he does this little, he dives down and does a little twirly leg sweep, and for us who don't really understand the mechanics of the game, if you just spam that ability or that one button over and over repeatedly, you can't do anything against him. And that was his only move, and my siblings and everyone would just get so upset with him. I eventually figured a way out on how to counter it eventually, but that was devastating. My siblings were crying, everyone was like shouting at him, like it was just horrendous. It was horrible for everyone to play that game against him, and it was so funny.
Yeah, maybe I'll do a Mortal Kombat stream when the next game comes out. We will see.
Maybe you should teach me how to play the game, and then we could play against each other.
Yeah, actually. Bozo teaches another Bozo.
How bad is the ping situation on that game? Like, if we're playing with 200 ping, like, I don't think it's gonna work.
Oh no, it's physically impossible. It comes down to frames. There are some, and I'm gonna nerd out here again, there are some moves where you've got 3 or 4 frames to react to block. If you're playing with 200 ping, those 3 or 4 frames happened like 10 minutes ago, and you can't block it anymore.
Oh, man.
But it will be fun. That will just add a level of flavor.
You know, I still play Dota with my dad and everyone.
Yeah.
My family. So it's not competitive or anything, it's just we are doing turbo matches. Turbo is so fun, man. I can't believe you never got into it because it's just, it makes the game enjoyable. but so I obviously play with my 300 or 250 ping. And some of the stuff I used to be able to do, like frame perfect dodges with like puck or something like that, is impossible to do with this ping. I sometimes get so frustrated in that game just because of the ping, and then I'm like, if I was in South Africa, these people would have lost. Like I know, like a lot of the times when I die in that game, I'm just like, it's fucking lag, or not even lag, it's just a ping.
Yeah, I'm having fun, but let's talk about our mid-episode segment. Visual media recommendation. I will go first.
I'll go first because mine is gonna be quick because we spoke about it yesterday and I haven't watched anything recently. Okay. So I'm gonna recommend the scary movies. They're not good. They're fun. All of them, just 1 through 5. I don't know if there's a 6, but just watch all of them. They're good. I think number 3 and 5 were my least favorite, but they're all still good. Just go watch them. It's a funny blend of it's a parody of horror movies if you haven't seen them already. So yeah, there you go. Scary movies.
My recommendation is going to be a bit unconventional, but it's not the first time I've done this. I'm going to be recommending a book again. And I have been reading a very, very interesting Dracula book. I have been reading the original Bram Stoker's Dracula, and this book is really cool. There's one version that I have, because it gives you history of like the book and the time to put it into perspective, and what else was coming out at the time, what his inspirations and competition was, how he like wrote it, and just stuff like that. Really cool tidbits of info on this very, very influential book, which I did not realize how incredibly different vampires are now after more than 100 years since their essential inception into mythology. Because
You're telling me vampires weren't like a hot teenage boy going to high school, played by what's his name? Robert Pattinson?
No, vampires were very different.
Damn.
Dracula himself is very, very different from other iterations that I've seen in modern film and media. First off, he's balding. I have never ever seen Dracula balding in any film or media ever, which is...
I have. What's that movie? That new movie? Nosferatu.
Is that
Nosferatu
about
Dracula?
I don't think he's technically
sure.
Dracula.
All I know is that motherfucker was ugly.
I don't think he is.
I just typed in Nosferatu Dracula. Wait, hold on. I thought Nosferatu is Dracula.
No, I don't believe so.
So from what I can tell is they are the same, but Nosferatu was inspired by Dracula, and then a lot of modern culture would rather use the name Nosferatu and Count Orlok just because it's more seen as more impactful than just Dracula.
Makes sense.
So Nosferatu was created by somebody that read Dracula and just did their own spin on it. But yeah, so sorta kinda, but they're not really the same because it's different people technically.
But yeah, my point is,
when I think of Dracula, I think of the. Have you watched Castlevania?
dude, you know Castlevania is like one of my favorite things ever.
I didn't know that, but alright.
I really
but
like
yeah,
it.
That is the Dracula I'm thinking of. If you say Dracula, like just a cool dude, that's all I can say.
That's also usually what I default to as Dracula, and it's interesting because while reading the original Dracula, I would say one of the best, in my personal opinion, in iterations of him is Castlevania's Dracula. He feels far more ominous and mysterious, and he's got powers that don't reflect the typical vampire you see in modern media. But it's obviously he can't summon magic and do fucking genius level mathematics as you see in Castlevania, but it feels the same. The essence of it is similar. But yeah, if you are interested in reading it, I do suggest going out and finding a book that says Dracula, Bram Stoker, because I don't know how else to direct you to a cool book, dear viewers. But yeah.
Speaking on Nosferatu, have you watched that movie?
No, not the new one.
Yeah, I think I might have recommended it. I'm not sure if I did, but I am revoking that recommendation because now looking back at it, that movie was very boring. I'm thinking like in the moment I was like, oh man, this is kind of a cool design for Dracula. Like he was just this, or not Dracula, for Nosferatu, Count Orlok. He was cool, very scary aura, I would say. Like it was interesting, but the movie is so boring. Now that I think, I can't remember a thing that happened except Count Orlok was extremely ugly, very weird looking thing. He brought the Black Death or the Black Plague or whatever. Everyone was dying and he died in the end. He died from an orgasm, I think.
That's crazy.
Yeah. The end. So, yeah, sorry for whoever I just spoiled the movie to, but I feel like that's it. That was the whole movie. And I can't remember the in-between points in the movie, like where there was plot or anything.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Just, you get a new light on movies, like, after a while.
Let's continue. I've got something interesting to talk about. Oricalchum. Now, have you ever heard of Oricalchum?
Sounds like some RPG ore that you need to upgrade your armor.
That's exactly what it is. You find it in things like Skyrim, and it's apparently what Aquaman's trident is made of. However, after watching a very cool short, and I forgot the guy's name, but he's super cool, I have discovered something. Oricalchum is a real metal, and
Let's go.
it was described by Plato during the whole Greek philosopher period as a real metal, but the natural veins had dried out, and they had to make it essentially by hand now. And let me tell you, you have probably an item or have interacted with items made out of Oricalchum throughout your daily life for your entire life, because Oricalchum is brass.
That is so cool.
Yeah, so this mysterious mythical ore is really just brass. Copper with iron, I think, and it's brass. That's
cool.
That's the whole topic. I just thought that's really cool because yeah, I've seen a lot of Oricalchum in video games and media and stuff, but it's a real thing.
Yeah, I mean that's isn't I know there's another like game ore that is an actual real thing. I can't remember what it is now. I almost said unobtainium, but that's just a general thing for like stuff in movies. I'm trying to remember the name now. Yeah, I can't remember it.
Mithril, adamantium, vibranium. No, I'm just listing fictional metals.
Well, see, this one isn't actually a fictional metal. No, I can't remember it. I know it is an ore that I used to farm for in WoW. That's all I remember. Wait, maybe I can type in WoW ores and find it.
Yeah, type in WoW ores.
Definitely not obsidian, because we know obsidian is real. Man, I can't remember what it was. I can't find the name now. Damn, WoW is so many ores. Fuck it. I'm not.
It's fine.
It's okay. It's okay.
Someone will find out.
Move on. They're gonna give me every single ore in existence.
We'll just get it like a wiki page. Fictional ores and their real life counterparts.
Is mithril real?
I think someone said mithril is just based off of aluminum or something.
No, mithril isn't the real one. I know I'll get to it eventually when I remember.
We'll make a post on our social medias, which you can find on X and Twitter and Instagram as the legit Bozone. LEGITBOZONE.
That's a cool little rhyme almost.
Yeah. What did you bring for us? What do you want to talk about?
Man, we've talked about so much gaming stuff. The thing I brought was also gaming, so I don't really want to talk about it. I mean, we can talk about card jutsu, which I saw very long ago, but never spoke about it.
Let's click on that link and watch that GoPro video. So I just wanted to bring this up because this is wicked. GoPro, the company, posted a Firefighter's raw POV video on YouTube, and I saw it and I just thought, man, this is cool, and I want to show it to Tristan.
I mean, it's cool, but I have done that.
Yeah.
Like, I have been in a burning building setting it out, like, with the firefighter stuff, so...
I just thought it looks cool.
It looks so much clearer through the GoPro lens and not with your stupid ass mask on. I mean, I know the mask is probably the only thing that kept me alive with a full face, but still, it's dumb. I think if firefighters are actually paid decent, I would be a firefighter.
I considered it for a while, and then I found out they don't get paid jack shit, and then I was like, I don't care about being a firefighter that much.
Yeah, no, like, actually, we should really be thankful for firefighters, because
of course.
They literally risk their lives. It's hard. Like, I think I was in the burning building for like maybe 40 minutes, not even. It was a while, but in that, it was a while in the moment, but it was also like quick compared to how some of them work, like how long some fires take to put out. And Man, I'm sorry, I'm just getting so distracted by this video. I'm gonna close it. And those 40 minutes were so hard that I felt dead afterwards. Because you need your tank, which is, I don't know, fucking heavy. Your oxygen tank on your back. I don't know how heavy it is. All I know is it was heavy as shit. You need to be crawling underneath shit sometimes. You need to pull this heavy ass hose with you. Even though you have all of your safety equipment on, which is heavy, it's still fucking hot in there. Like, it's not like you don't feel the heat. You still feel the heat, so you're sweating your ass off. It's crazy, and these guys do it for free.
Yeah.
Are they mad?
Big props to them, but I might do it in the future if I had more time. But right now, I'm a video editor and I'm proud of sitting in this chair for 9 to 10 hours a day.
It's honestly, it looks exhausting. That's all I'm gonna say. It's like exhausting.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure you feel so good if you help someone, and not just you, but you can save someone, because maybe if you never joined the firefighters, then who knows if this one person would get saved. Like, maybe they're understaffed at one point, and if you joined, you would have saved them. I'm just saying, like, it has to be a very satisfying job, but at the same time, you can't live on it. Like,
Yeah.
who is a firefighter? Like, what other work do they do?
That's
Like,
always what I wanted to.
Like, how do they live? How do firefighters live? Tell me that. Please, someone in the comment section, just let me know. Like, I don't understand. Or do they come from rich families? Do the families support them? Or do they work like firefighter during the day, and I don't know, plumber at night?
Night plumber. But yeah, Firefighter POV posted by GoPro. If you're interested in seeing actual hell, go check it out. Because like the starting bit of that video looks really, really hot.
Yeah, I can assure you, it is. If you look at the form of the flames that are literally all around him, you can see all of the angles that they are burning in. It does indicate that there is some heat. That is my scientific analogy.
What? What is he saying?
I'm just saying shit to keep myself awake.
This is our smartest caveman, ladies and gentlemen. This caveman explains to the other cavemen how campfire work.
There is still a little bit of coffee.
Yeah, sip that coffee. Relax.
I mean, we can talk about marathon if you want to.
No, you see, we could do that now, or we could do that next episode. Give the dear viewers a bit of a teaser as we transition into everyone's favorite weekly segment, video game suggestions. Woo, yeah, baby.
That is so good. I'll go first on this one again. Did I recommend Monster Train 2 last week?
Yes.
Alright, perfect, because I actually have something else I would like to recommend. Have you ever played Skyrim?
Yes.
Have you... Okay, did you enjoy it?
Yes.
Alright, very good. So I bring to you Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon. man, this thing just popped up out of nowhere on my Steam store page, and I was like, this, like, the art style looked extremely cool, and I was like, okay, let me give it a try. And you remember how I told you I wish that Avowed didn't go this like silly, goofy little, like, very colorful style of RPG, because their first trailer, it looked like dark.
Yes.
Like a very not evil, but like a very dark fantasy Skyrim. And I know Skyrim is sort of dark fantasy, but it's also not that much.
Skyrim is just really fantasy, but I know exactly what you mean.
Tainted Grail is Skyrim or Avowed, but dark fantasy, and I don't know much about the story. I'm not that far in, and the reason I'm not that far in is because the world, it's open. I need to explore every corner. You see something on top of a cliff, you go on top of that cliff, you find something cool. You see something in a lake, you dive into that lake, you swim to the bottom, you find something cool. I found a whole dungeon at the bottom of a lake. It's so cool. It's set in the like King Arthur universe. I don't know what that's called. Like the Arthurian. I don't know how to say it. The Arthurian legends.
We'll go with that.
Yeah, but it's set in the King Arthur universe. But there is like a lot of like Norse stuff, like Vikings. There's also like the Scottish people, and it's all like their folklore, and it's some cool ass enemies I've seen so far. Yeah, it's exactly like how you would imagine a dark fantasy Skyrim would be. There's some kick-ass songs. The first. It took me, let me put it like this, there's a tutorial area, like where you have to escape your prison cell, like in Oblivion. But unlike Oblivion, it took me like 3 hours to get out of there, because there was just so much to explore in the first section, and it wasn't like how can I say, like a boring like 3 hours. It was like, ooh, I see a little cranny I can squeeze into. I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna check what's on the other side. You find a whole area of the like tutorial area that's like you can explore it, and then as you follow down the path, you come out back onto the main path, and you're like, wait, it's also interconnected, and it's just a very fun game for me. The music, I think I probably already mentioned it, but I'm gonna mention it again. I really love the songs in there. It's cool. It gives you this like it's this very dark, eerie music, which is so nice. Yeah. And it has like the souls, like, I'm not gonna say it's a Souls-like, because it's not, but there is the like stamina bar which you have to keep in mind, and you have to like dodge and parry. Like, that's very important compared to Skyrim, where you could just face tank a dragon even though you're not doing anything with like health. It's just, this game, like, a little goblin can kill you if you're not careful. It won't kill you very easily, but it could if you're not playing correctly.
Yeah.
Parrying is kind of very important. The parry isn't very hard, I'm gonna say that. You press the parry button when you see the guy swings, and most of the time you parry it. But it's not hard to land, so that's the one reason I'm not gonna say it's a Souls-like. It's much closer to like Skyrim type or Avowed. Yeah, and that's it.
To tell us what it's called again.
Tainted Grail: The Fall of Avalon.
What a mouthful.
You'll find it just by Tainted Grail.
Anyway, yeah, that sounds cool. I'm definitely gonna check that out, actually.
It's very cool.
Unlike you, I am recommending a Souls-like. So, as you know, as of this recording, Elden Ring Night Rain has officially released. However,
I didn't know that.
if you are like me and you love Souls-like games, but you're not that interested in playing Fortnite Souls, I have an alternative. Code Vein, one of the very few Souls-like games not directly made by From Software that I would argue lives up to the hype. I very much enjoyed Code Vein. With its Souls-like combat, it's a bit easier than your typical Dark Souls game though, and its anime-inspired art style done in a very dark fantasy way, and a new setting where it's kind of a post-apocalyptic humanity. And the interesting part about it is the cool powers you can have. Like in typical Souls-like games, you get your weapons and your spells. Here you've got like power sets and stuff. I don't entirely remember how it worked because I played it 4 years ago. No, 6 years ago. But I very much enjoyed it, and I remember very much enjoying it. And the world looked so good. One of my favorite things in that game was the very interesting art form of it. And then obviously the actual gameplay was really smooth and a bit more forgiving than Dark Souls, but still a fun little Souls-like game to challenge and go through. So, once again, if you're like me and you're not too interested in playing Fortnite Souls, we have an alternative for you. Code Vein.
Yeah. I know I tried to play that game when it released. That was back when I didn't have money like to spend on games, and so I sailed the 7 seas for it, and it didn't work yet, so I just forgot about it. Like the crack didn't work yet. Like the game just would not launch. Like I don't know if I can even say that, but yeah. So I just forgot about it. I never played it.
It's cool, I like it.
But you don't like Elden Ring Night Rain?
Oh, I don't know, I haven't played it yet. It's just I'm not that hyped to play Fortnite Souls as I am typically when From Software releases literally anything.
Why do you call it Fortnite Souls?
Because it is. It's a fucking... You drop in on your little paraglider bird and then you go around the map and there's a storm. It's literally like PvE Battle Royale Fortnite Dark Souls.
I thought the concept for it was like you drop in, you fight a couple enemies to get to the first boss, you kill it. It's like a roguelike, and then you fight a couple small enemies to upgrade yourself, get to the second boss, kill it, and then there's like a final boss, and you can do it solo or co-op. I thought that's what it's gonna be. I haven't played it yet, I haven't seen anything
Peggy
about
16.
it.
Yeah, that is what it is. But I don't know. Like I said, to me it just looked like Fortnite Souls. Let's be real though. We are probably both gonna get it and play it and record it pretty soon.
I am definitely. I mean, one of the first few tags on the game is roguelike.
That is true. That it's the first time I just logged into the Steam store page for it, and I saw that, and I'm like, online co-op, roguelike, Souls-like. You know what? Maybe we should just give it a shot.
Yeah, I have not seen any videos about it or on it. I was like, it can release and I'll get it, I'll play it for myself. Because if anything is to me an example of like not really trusting reviews, even people who I trust, like they have a good taste in stuff. Like most of the time I agree with like Moist Meter.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure like he gave that Nosferatu movie that's the reason why I gave it a shot. He was like, this movie is pretty good, I think. And I was like, yeah, the monster was cool, but now looking back at it, I don't remember jack shit from the movie. It wasn't that good. Yeah, but he was like praising it, I'm pretty sure. And I'm just scared of like seeing a review that says, oh, this game is ass, and then it's just gonna be in my mind that it's like not good, and then when I give it a shot and I'm like, yeah, I hate it. I hate that my opinion can so easily be swayed.
Welcome to the human nature, my friend.
Oh, it's awful.
But yeah.
But nothing can sway my opinion on Monster Train 2. Go play it, it's so good. Man, I'm so excited to play more of it. But I just don't have time. There's so little time. If I could, I would just sit here and play it the whole night, like until the sun comes up, go shower, come back, play some more. Oh.
But yeah. Speaking of so little time, I believe ours is up, and that must mark the end of the video.
Whoa. That was an exorcism.
Whoa.
Jesus. What's going on? Okay. Thank you all for watching. Our time is in fact not up, only our time on this episode. We'll see you in the next one. Zek, hit them with the outro.
Remember to like and subscribe and comment and dislike if you didn't like it, but comment to tell us what you didn't like so that we cannot do it again.
Just one quick thing on that. If you disliked that we're idiots, please do not comment that, because we cannot change that. This is the Bozone after all.
I don't know what they would expect if they come here and like, man, these two are idiots. What's this channel called? Bozone? I wonder what that means.
Alright, love you all. Goodbye.
Oh wait, dummy. You can find us on YouTube and Spotify as The Bozone. You can find us on X and Instagram as Legit Bozone. You can email us at legitbozone@gmail.com, and you can join our subreddit at r/the_bozone.
Thank you all.
T's and C's apply.
Oh, that was like a commercial for a drug.